warm-ups that go into podcasts, you know? People don't know. You can stop doing that. That was like a gross ass.
Yeah, man. Hey, it is what it is.
It is
what it is.
What it is. Welcome back, everybody. Central Valley Living. I am your host, Jose, and this is Uriah. As always, open up a fresh one for the pod. That's how you know we're starting, and that's probably how you know we end is when we're done with this shit. So cheers.
Boosh, cheers.
I mean,
2022, man.
we got St. Patrick's Day coming up. We're all Irish this month. We're all...
Let's stop and think, man. It's March.
Is it?
That's March, man. 3 months in already, 2022.
March Madness.
March Madness, St. Patrick's Day, maybe Easter. I don't know where that lands this year.
I know, right? What?
It's either the end of March or the beginning of April. It always fucking changes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird-ass tradition that we're still kind of doing. I don't know. It's fun. It's like it's just an excuse to kind of go to the park and hang out with family. So, I mean,
hey,
just like any other excuse.
daylight savings.
I like to save daylight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
bullshit-ass farmers bullshit, but yeah.
Whatever works, man.
Hey, apparently,
whatever makes the world seem like it's going around.
Half the clocks in the house are not even fucking changed from last time, so let's see if... No, my house.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have clocks here.
Yeah, we'd like to... You know, time is a construct, and that's how we like to live in
Time
this
is
house.
a concept that's not really fed on by the world.
Yeah,
if you really look at it, too, you know, time is a lie.
Time is what you want it to be.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking dude.
Dude, all right.
Those people.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this crazy world right now.
True.
And, you know, I just want to get your opinion about Ukraine. How do you feel?
How do I feel? I'll tell you one thing.
That was a good one.
No, that fucking president of Ukraine, he's a gangster. That motherfucker don't
There's
give
a
a
president of Ukraine?
Yeah, man. I don't give a fuck. He was like, yeah, take up your arms, fucking bring it on. Yeah, man. That motherfucker.
I honestly, like, I just heard it's not going good.
True. What I want to know is... So, hold on. I got to look this up. Before I act stupid and say something stupid.
Be stupid because you're saying it, but at least get some facts right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I saw that shit on, like, you know, just when you open, it's like, oh, no, World War III or some shit. And I'm like, I didn't even know Russia's people can make it over here in planes.
So, what I'm wondering is, I was trying to be specific on
Pacific.
Yes,
on
the Pacific, to be specific. Shout out Lil Rob. I was looking to see where the Chernobyl accident happened because, you know, you remember the Chernobyl accident.
I think it happened in Chernobyl.
Yeah, it did. But where did Chernobyl land? It's a Soviet Ukraine. So technically Ukraine. Well, anyway, so when that explosion happened, you know, fucking leveled everything around it. It was all nuclear. Well, the one thing they said, humans can't really survive there. Like, you could be there for like a week, but then, you know, your body starts acting weird.
Yeah.
Well, there's been so many generations of wolves living there. So you have radioactive wolves literally living in Chernobyl area. Who's going to get those fucking radioactive wolves, and who's going to sick them on who? Because honestly, okay, just picture this real quick. You're chilling on a dilapidated downtown. You got bombed. You're waiting for a fucking wave of fucking like soldiers from either side, Russian or Ukraine. And then out of nowhere, you just hear tut, 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 and then you know, what the fuck is that? And you look, you just see glowing ass eyes and a fucking hairy ass mane silhouette. You're like, oh, I think that's a dog. And then you see fucking 6 more come out from behind it in the pack. You're like,
that's not even like, if you think about like those Siberian Huskies and shit like that, imagine what the wolves look like, especially if they're mutated.
Radioactive wolves.
They're gonna be like,
put a Geiger count,
like hairless. Ugh, they're probably like,
hell no, I guarantee you they're just as
pounds.
evil looking as a regular wolf. It's just you put a Geiger counter to them and that shit explodes. because it's so much radiation. You're like, fuck.
They like bite you and it's yeah. You probably like get infected like right away.
Yeah.
That shit would be intense. They don't have any pictures of them yet though, huh?
Hey man, I'm just saying. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to think about what actually did survive there, or what is kind of still around, and because I mean, depending on atmosphere and shit, like it rises and it falls or whatever.
True.
So if you can kind of if you're able to survive and be underground somehow, you might
True.
be able to like imagine a generation of humans that lived in that like they only went outside on certain times of the day because
the radiation.
because the
so
radiation
wild.
is just good enough, and they like don't speak real language or something. Like,
They
that'd be
become
wild.
straight feral. Like, fuck.
Dude, there's so many of those people in the Congo.
They call the Chuds, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Chuds. It's a good horror movie from the 80s. Check it out.
I don't like it.
No, do you remember that fucking special that series on Netflix? It's like deadliest places in the world for tourism or something like that. That's not the name, but like they go to different tourist destinations that are like notorious for being like.
I think I seen like an episode or two of it.
Yeah, this dude goes to fucking Japan to the Fukushima or whatever reactor that exploded, and they're just like, oh yeah, here's Geiger counters to check the area, and then he's like, should we be here? I don't think we should be here. Like, oh no, we promised it to be low levels of radiation, not crazy. And that shit's like 3 times the amount that was promised and way past the fucking secure fucking amounts. So he's just like, I think we need to leave. And they're all outside their buses. They're like, I think we need to leave. And then they get them on the bus and they just take them deeper into the fucking city. And they're like, I don't think we should be here. This isn't right.
I mean, that's wild. Like, you go there for obviously the experience, and that's why you're the asshole that paid to go. So you shouldn't be surprised.
True.
But also, I mean, that shit would be kind of wild. Why do you go to a nuclear site? You know what I mean? Like that spooky area. You go to fucking haunted this or that. Like that makes sense because. I mean, it's more up to your mind plays tricks on you and what you believe in, and I mean, and even if something is, there's some kind of energy in that one area, like
why?
Yeah, even Chernobyl, like I get it why you wouldn't really want to go there, because you're just like, well, there's nothing here anymore, obviously, but it's like. What comes out in the dark, at night, like what did survive and
probably the biggest boner kill of all. It's like, oh no, it's normal. It's whatever here.
Well, because you can't go in there and take pictures. Like whatever the Russian, Soviet, Ukraine little borders and shit, like they're like nobody goes in there. You're not allowed in there, you're like
or either that or they're just like, yeah, you want to go in there? Go. You're gonna die.
You're like
I ain't gonna stop you.
Oh, well, I mean, they're probably going to take all your camera equipment, though. You know what I mean? They're like, here, you can go in there, but you're not going to take any of this shit in there. And
it's good, yeah.
It's kind of like, go at your own risk. But, yeah, I mean, imagine that shitty, like, when the tsunamis or something hit, where you're, like, just chilling. You're on vacation or whatever, just at a beach, and then just the fucking huge-ass wave. You're just like...
Shit. I'm done, man.
You're like, oh, fuck. You're just like, well, let's just finish this drink and then...
Come on, you gruesome son of a bitch.
It's one of those wild things. Like, all right, say you and the homie are, like, drinking at the bar and everything, and you turn around and you see that, and you're just like, do you say, like... Do you say something, or you're just like, fuck it?
You're like, hey, check it out.
Yeah, you're just like, dude, look at this shit. You're just like having a conversation, and then like the bartender like looks behind you guys, like, ah! You're just like,
told you.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Told you it was gonna happen.
He's like, what is he screaming at? Like,
hey, man,
just look that way. Dude.
It's life, bro.
You're like, it's just either gonna wash us out or,
Hey, we're gonna live to tell the tale. Hopefully,
this is gonna be like. It's that'd be an interesting you know, fight or flight little thing, you know, where you're just like, you know, you're like, well,
Okay.
I don't know. It's like one of, like a lot, like if Yellowstone exploded or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and you're just like,
Okay.
you're just like, well, I mean, what?
Imagine those people in
Like,
fucking...
I think like on most of the West Coast, like 70% is gonna be like covered in ash and debris, and you know what I mean. You're just like,
imagine those people in fucking Nolans whenever that big when Katrina hit. They're like, damn, dude. There goes the levees.
Wave, like,
Fucking.
you know, you can't. I mean, that's why I'm glad we don't have natural disasters and shit around
Well,
here.
not only that, we're not fucking below sea level because that's where they fucked up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a city built on a swamp, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
But
Basically what Mexico is.
I mean,
They just built it on top of fucking water.
did they?
Originally. If you want to go back and look,
I don't know.
fact check me, hit me up about it.
Yeah,
later.
well, white people wrote the facts.
Yeah.
So who knows
Well,
if they're actually real.
actors killed Lincoln.
I believe it.
Okay, yeah. John Wilkes Booth, failed actor.
Failed act. No, but I mean, that's just pretty wild. Like, we're so just kind of, you know, comfy and shit. Everything's nice here, as much as people think that anything's going wrong. Like, imagine like a fucking tank just like, you know, that's like real shit in other countries that we're just like, that's not. You're like,
He's like, that's crazy. Okay.
it's like,
I saw it on a movie.
because you see it on TV, you know, it's on TV, and you're like, wow, that's wild, and you're like, but you know, the disconnect,
Absolutely.
yeah, and you're just like, dude, that just shows you how fucking well we have it here.
Well, shit, I'm over here tripping out, fucking seeing people deal with fucking -2 degrees snow last week. Like it's nothing, and I'm over here like 6 layers deep. Like, aren't y'all fucking cold? And they're just in a jacket, pants. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, you were in the miniest of sodas.
Yes, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
How was that?
You know what?
I was just like, yeah, it's a good idea to go in the middle of winter. Yeah,
It was a sporadic ass trip.
your sporadic trip.
That's what they say.
Hey,
Hey. I was a sporadic trip, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then I was promised that it was gonna be cold, not snowing, but it was snowing.
well, I mean, anytime I think about that, like Minnesota or anything like that, you're like, yeah, it's cold there. Right? I think probably in the summer it's probably like cold.
Yeah, well, no, you feel every season, they say. Because when it's winter, you'll hit the winter. Cold and snowy. When it's summer, it's hot. Not super hot like valley heat, but humid. Fall colors, it's cool, it's chill, it's everything. But the thing is, the fucking snow, once it gets cold, it gets hard as a rock. But once it's fucking flurry, it's a flurry. And I don't know. And honestly, the worst part was it wasn't snowing. Nothing coming down. The sun was out. But there
Was
was
it a flurry rock?
flurry rock of cocaine.
Hey!
Ew. But even the wind chill was probably the worst. That shit I'm not used to.
Your windshield?
Yeah. My windshield, I flew straight through it. Lip tilt tail. Wind chills, man. Fucking wind chills.
Oh, wind chills.
WIND space CHIL chill. Fucking March, dude. Not even fucking July yet.
That was interesting.
That was interesting. Firework just went off.
Yeah, it was a really loud bang. But no, yeah, wind chill. Yeah, I mean, imagine like riding a motorcycle through that shit or whatever.
Yeah, you don't.
You're like,
You don't.
well,
You
I mean,
don't.
we get there sometimes in California or whatever, so I hear when people ride bikes, they're just like, oh, my fucking hands are frozen. You're like, yeah, with your dick riding your motorcycle. And it's like 30 degrees outside, and you're traveling at a...
I had a fucking distance with the wind still hitting. Yeah, no, dude. Nah, fuck that. No.
Yeah.
That's like... I was dashing tonight and then randomly seen... Sun was already down for a while. It was dark. Seen some dude smashing through the neighborhoods in on a quad. And I was like, looking, I was like, wait a minute, this is fucking Tulare Avenue. This is a main street. What the fuck are you doing? You just see him fucking big ass smile on his face, like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah, man.
get it, bro. Get
Honestly,
it.
like, I don't even know if there's actual cops. I mean, there's like 3 of them.
Because they're all solving fucking homeless people issues.
Hopefully. But no, yeah, I mean, I see that shit all the time too. You're just like, hey man, you can't ride that shit here. It's like, fuck it. You know, like, and cops are going to be like, come on. They're like, hey man, you can't do that. And they're like, okay. And they're like, I don't have time. They don't have time for that shit. You know, but that, realistically...
I got a man raping fish in a koi pond over here. I got to deal with this.
Yeah.
I got to get the fuck out.
Yeah. So, like, that, because that's not really I mean, as long as it's not past 10 or whatever,
Well,
it's like
no,
the peace,
ultimately, what the issue is, like, they don't want that motherfucker dying. And then fucking they have to be like, hey, why don't you
But
tell, why don't you
whoever
say
died
something?
in a quad, you know what I mean? It's not a real thing. Honest, like, I mean, if you get hit by, anybody can get hit by a car.
True. See all these bums I've been getting hit?
No.
Like by cars? One ran into me last year.
That's a good. You're using the Caitlyn Jenner.
No, she really did run into me. I had the right of way. I had the green light. I didn't see her.
I saw that.
I didn't see her. Midway past the fucking crosswalk, I just feel a ka-dunk. I'm like, what the hell? And I look at my side view and I just see a fucking wheel and some legs up in the air. Like, no fucking way. No fucking way. I park. It was right next to Redwood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nah. I park and I look and I just see this late bum fucking. Fuck. Are you okay? Fuck. Hey, you good?
Because you're like,
What happened? I'm like, I was driving and you ran into me. Oh, I didn't have my light. Like, motherfucker, dude. Oh, and then some random SUV. Did you hit her? No, she ran into me. And fucking. You're not fucking helping me, lady. Shit.
You're like acting like you care.
And she got up. I was like, you want me to call the ambulance? As soon as I said that, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, you're fine. What do you need? Do you need anything? I gotta go back to the river. Like, what? I'm staying at the river. I gotta go back to the river. Okay, well, my handlebars don't really work too good. I'm gonna get them fixed tomorrow. I gotta go to this guy to get them well. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? You all twacked out, or you concussed, or what?
Both.
No, she's stone cold sober. No, fuck. And she's like, I gotta go to the river, and she ends up going the opposite way. I'm like, okay. And then,
I mean, she has nothing but time.
True. Well, I call the cops, and I'm waiting on the cops, and what's upsetting is literally right next to Redwood, the police station's right there too. So I'm like, I'm right here. Okay, it'll be like about 20 minutes. I was like, I'm right fucking here. Whoa.
You're like, I can walk up to you. You're like, I'm on the phone in front of you. Is there anybody here?
Cindy, right? Yeah, I see you. Is
there anybody here that can help me?
Cindy, can you help me? Tell me, please.
Can you help me, Cindy?
Well, while waiting for the damn cop to get there, the broad comes back. The fucking bum comes back. I was like, oh shit, are you okay? I dropped my phone. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. And I looked and her phone was straight exploded all over the fucking street. And then when she came back, she's like, all right, I gotta go. And she went a different way that time. I was like, okay. Cool. So no, I've never hit a bum. A bum has hit me. It's technically a hit and run. I'm a victim.
Yeah. It sounds like it. No, I mean, that's wild. Like, I usually get pretty close to people if they're walking in the middle of the street. But...
Well, that's the thing. They don't care. They'll just walk.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. I'll just drive, too. See, that's my problem.
I don't care because I'm like fucking hella cool.
Because I'm like,
you know how it goes, bro.
I'm like,
fuck yeah.
I'm gonna win this.
I don't care how bad it damages my grill. I'm gonna win.
No, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I will kill you.
Imagine.
And it's gonna be pretty sweet.
It's gonna be fucking sweat. I'm gonna record the whole thing.
Pretty fucking sweet.
Fucking, I'm gonna watch the whole thing over and
fucking rub a fat one.
Dude, that's what's wild is like when you see these crazy ass videos and you're like, who uploaded this? And
who allowed it to be uploaded?
Like, what is their VPN where they're like, I feel so comfortable where they're not going to be able to trace this? Because everything.
Ukraine. Oh
no, but I mean, some of the shit you're like.
Oh yeah,
you're like, did you?
Anyway, fuck.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw this one video one time. There's a dude. He was like standing behind a doorway. These two chicks walk into their apartment, and he just like scares her. You know, one of them knows that they're there, and then the other one is like getting scared. And she's like, ah! And she like runs out the door, runs down the stairs and shit, runs out in the middle of the street and fuck car. Bah! You know, and they're like, oh,
that wasn't real.
Really?
That one wasn't real.
Okay, I hope so.
That got debunked. That wasn't real.
Because it had,
that was brutal.
But I'm saying, like, that shit, like, imagine those videos that, like, were, you know, real like that. And they're like, oh, shit. Do you, like, think they, like, deleted them? Or are they on some kind of, like, random server somewhere?
Put them all on social media, 6 different accounts, fucking, and just let it fly. Let it spread.
But, I mean, you see some weird-ass shit online where you're like...
No, because my cousin showed me some random-ass ones last night, and I was like, damn, send those to me.
I mean, everything you see on fucking Your Mom's House Live, I can't, like, bring myself to watch one.
I need to.
I need
to. Like, the curiosity is killing the kitty.
Dude.
Real bad.
Oh, my God, dude.
Real
like,
bad.
I have to, like... You have to be prepared.
As soon as I hear like, oh, took a knife for shoving shit up a piss hole, like, no, I need
to. Dude, when you see...
I need it.
The reactions and they're like, wah! And even Rogan was just like, he's like, I'm there, I'll never be the same. Whoa, like everybody that guest stars on those are like, how did you guys find this? Like, why did you show people this? And I'll never be the same because I watched.
Well, you know, like, one of the greatest things ever was years and years and years ago, fucking before Rogan took off, his podcast even really surfaced.
Oh, God.
They did a reaction video of him watching the BME Pain Olympics, and I watched those. That was rough, and his fucking face was worse than the clips you see on Your Mom's House Live. So I want to see what the fuck that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ari was on Two Bears,
and they were showing it.
And he was like, and he was just like, oh my God. He's like, I'm so scarred right now. He's like, I usually handle this shit pretty well.
You know what's funny? The one that the one they were talking about that wasn't on Your Mom's House Live, the one guy, one jar. Me and my friends would watch that shit like when it came out. Fuck, I just remember me and my friends watching it. They're like, dude, no fucking way. Because we're like, you watch it and you watch it again, and after a while, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate that it's fucked up. You're like,
your brain,
how is he doing it?
Yeah.
Because he shoves that whole jar up his ass, and you hear the thunk. And literally, as soon as he gets up from the squat, you see the blood already coagulated as soon as it hits the ground. He's just pulling shard after shard after shard out. It's wild, dude. All you see is his fucking toes go up as soon as you hear the pop. You're like, dude, man. We're weird people, man.
Yeah. See that? I mean... you know what I mean?
Like, this was like 2 steps above Rotten.com. This was way...
Yeah, I mean, the fucking... the septic tank, the swimming in the septic... Dude, the first time I saw that shit almost got me. That one almost got me, dude.
Well, fucking Ryan Dunn did that already on Jackass, too.
Yeah. But just the way that it was presented and everything, like, for some... but it was more of the sound, I think. I don't know. But that was, I mean, that shit. Well, I mean, even when Ryan Dunn probably did, I probably had the same reaction because it's just like so unnatural. You know what I mean? Like,
there was a documentary on this was when Netflix first started streaming. They had some hardcore shit on there, like a lot. Like I saw a lot of my favorite fucking hardcore horror movies on there for streaming because it was
BDSM
hardcore prom. No, this was before pretty much they had restrictions. They were like, oh fuck, any kid could watch this. Well, anyway, there was a crazy documentary about tattoos and body modifications. I forgot what it was called. Had a simple name to it, but they showed a guy. They showed a guy that had body mods to his whole body that he'd done himself. And he even made the tools for it. Like, it got to the point where he's like, you know what? I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have, like, my dick hole be like a clitoris? And then you're watching this, you're like, no one's really thought that other than your crazy ass, but okay. And then he just shows his dick flaccid. It's nothing crazy. And then he shows it rock hard like 2 shots later. And it's a big fucking dick. But he shows it and he fucking pulls the head back and you see it. You're like, that thing spreads so wide. He was all, yeah, all laughing. But it's like, yeah, I remember I was in bed with some towels and I was just like, I'm just going to make it, man. I'm just going to keep it going. I better do it. And his girlfriend is right there fucking legitimately just like, no, he really did that. He was a madman. He just kept sawing it open like he wanted to clit on his dick.
Yeah, that's why you don't do cocaine.
Fucking A. Like same documentary. A dude randomly fucking man, he gauged his sack. Like he took his sack and he spread the nuts to the left and to the right, and he cut a hole through it and he fucking straight gauged it like he was gauging ears. I'm at home like, what the fuck am I watching, dude? This is wild. Fucking good times, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. I remember looking through the tattoo magazine, you know, and then, you know, when they split their fucking tongue. Oh my God. Like, I know that's not even the worst thing. You know what I mean? But, like, just the idea of the fucking razor sharp scissors.
Oh, slip. Yeah.
You know, just how, and then afterwards they're just like, but and then and they're like, now I can move both sides. And you're like, I don't think people that have that get pussy.
Maybe they do. Maybe they get all of it. Hey.
It's upsetting. It's very upsetting. I don't know.
No, I don't know why that gives me a fucking random ass memory of back in the day.
I don't know. That like out of all the body mods, I feel like when you start like making holes is when it was like when
people gauge their cheeks.
That's that's when I start getting upset. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean piercings, you're like, all right. You're like, and then, but dude, like even adding stupid shit like horns. You're like,
well, that's that documentary on. It talked about the guy that cut his dick or the head of his dick. He apparently made a bunch of tools for like silicone top layer of skin implants. So pretty much like you get a silicone star if you want that, or a piece of metal that looks like a weird shape. He started making fucking specific tools to cut your skin open and get it in there and pretty much laying it so it looks like you have a permanent fucking. Like a star or a fucking something in your skin. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Think about it.
Do you think that biometric shit or that biomechanic shit's real?
What? What do you mean?
Like where they're like, do you think we'll be able to be like metal? Like, do you think we could probably put metal in there?
Probably. And it just works.
Yeah.
Like on Logan.
Like a piston. Like.
Yeah. Maybe. They already have.
How far away do you think we really are?
15.
10 to 15, eh?
15, yeah. 15 to be able to have a fully functioning leg.
Functioning leg. I feel like you would have more of a functioning. I know they have like functioning hands.
With like fucking, with phalanges and shit like that, yeah.
But like, I mean. Like, fucking, like jacks, you know what I mean, kind of shit where you're just like, Like yeah, it's like you know,
Yeah.
like have a like or you know Winter Soldier kind of shit.
Well, you never saw the Book of Boba Fett show, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like them. Oh, they have the
Yeah,
weird
how the body,
yeah.
those body mods and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Hey
Like,
man, like hey, you never know. 15 years.
that seems really like
15 years to make it to where it seems possible, like for everyone. Another 10 to make it commercial.
I feel like it's already happening, dude.
Well, yeah, but like commercial to people that aren't amputees or fucking paraplegics or shit like that. People aren't missing limbs.
Do you think that like there's? Do you think that, like you know? I mean, CIA kind of like deep op shit where there's dudes that have body mods like that.
Oh yeah, probably, absolutely,
Fucking Winter Soldiers.
Hey man, fucking.
Dude,
What-
that's wild, right?
What do they say? People in the know will always say, "Oh, if you see it in a movie, then that means it came out fucking 10 years ago. It'd been perfected
No,
10 years prior."
any technology we have, they've already had it for at least 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're just made it simple enough so that, or they already have updated versions of it.
Like I had a cousin that worked for like NSA or some shit like that, like somewhere. She was like a fucking sixth cousin type of thing, and she was telling some of us like, "Oh yeah, you know that movie, Enemy of the State with Will Smith. The whole satellite's tracking you and being able to fucking pinpoint you from all the way up in space." So yeah, that's been happening since '85,
Yeah.
and this was like the movie was done in like '03.
Oh, yeah. I mean, satellites. I mean, if you can get that fucking thing to sit right there and just orbit around, why wouldn't the technology already be so like advanced?
True.
But like, damn. All right, what would you body mod then?
When I bought him,
Nah, I mean,
yeah,
that's odd. But then that would be kind of like, would you body mod a sex organ?
I was talking about my eyes.
I was talking about my nose.
Sex organ, eyes, and nose. Yeah, you know how it goes with the nose.
With the nose. But
Follow your nose. Follow your nose.
Follow
your nose.
Your nose.
Follow your nose.
So I don't know. You're gonna go so cartoony with it.
Would have done it good.
I would have done it
Like an actor.
like good.
But your way's good.
Me always good too. Follow your nose. Follow your nose. Follow your nose.
That was some great fucking Family Guy throwbacks. Fuck.
So good.
And not like some crazy ass fucking crazy ass eye shit. So, like,
You would do the dude where that can zoom in, or like
Either that or
night vision.
either that or be able to do something with the left, something with the right, and just,
You would do both eyes.
hey man.
Go big or go home.
Either that or just take out my right eye because that's my weak eye, and just rock a fucking eye patch and just make my left eye the superior one.
You know, we see best because we have two eyes.
No, that's a lie.
All right, whatever.
That's a lie.
I mean, you can't be like gun arm or
Good.
could you? Just like a. I don't know.
Or how many? You know what? Here's the real question. How many people out the gate are gonna be like, I want the Wolverine treatment where I have fucking knives coming out of my fucking hands?
I mean, people are gonna fuck that up. I like. Hopefully, it's expensive enough where normal people can't do it. You know what I mean? Because then it's just gonna go like.
Well, then you're gonna have fucking back alley black market fucking modders like, hey bro, like how all the broads that wanted fucking ass implants did. Same shit. Bro, you know what'd be cool, man? You know, I like that show fucking Rocko's Modern Life. What if I had nipples that could fucking attach to people's eyes and freak them out? Do some shit like that. Or fucking out of nowhere be like, hey man, guess what? I want a detachable knee so I can get taller or get shorter.
No, I would probably do some sort of like, yeah, maybe some like knee or like that kind of modification where I could jump. I could just
Like, just like a fold out table. Oh, put the fucking extenders on the table. Okay, hold on.
no. It's just like it's always
like
there.
like
It's
a
always
fucking
there.
like an old Reebok fucking air pump
So if
shoe.
I
Hold
need-
on.
So if I need to fucking just be like, you just.
Like, hey, don't worry, guys. I got
I
this.
got this.
All right. What's up,
Not
shorty?
get taller, stupid. That's stupid.
But you would.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you
It's
would.
just, no, I don't need to be. I just want to jump. Fucking. If I want to jump over a building or jump on top of a building.
I got the flubber and the silly putty in my kneecaps now, and so as soon as I hit the ground, it's a shock absorber and it shoots me up higher.
No, that's gay. I mean,
Or doable.
that is
Oh boy,
Not-
you
not-
fucked me.
the.
Let the mail come on in, guys.
Send the comment.
Let the hate mail flow through.
I said a bad word. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you're like, oh, that's one of those things where I don't have it, so I want it, and you're like, well,
Oh, yeah, well, it's like a fucking third of the population with anything, though.
I mean,
How many people are going to go full cat like Homegirl on Always Sunny?
but I mean, that's already happening. That's definitely already happening. People are so lonely.
You're not. I married Maureen Ponderosa. You're not Maureen Ponderosa.
Like, yeah. There's people that have elf ears.
There's elf ears. There's
People that have like no nose. You know what I mean? Yeah, like,
Hey man, there's people that got shot point blank with a shotgun, missing half of their face.
but that's not a body mod. That's just fucking
Some could
something-
say it's a body
something
mod.
that just happens when you're hanging out with junkies.
Excuse me.
But no, I mean, like, when we're coming up and shit, like even getting nipple piercings was kind of like, wow, that's wild. Like then belly rings kind of came research like
Dermal piercings were the thing. Where it
Yeah,
was
and
under
then-
your skin.
yeah, and then that shit was cute. Yeah, like 2015 when people started getting dermals and just like random ass spots in their
Yeah.
face. I mean, I dated a chick that had them on her back, but they kept coming out during sexy time.
I knew some people that the pieces that stayed on the inside of your skin, they would get lost, and they would just, yeah,
Yeah, that shit too.
yeah.
And you're like, that doesn't seem safe.
No,
So but now, I mean, the septum piercing, like, that's making a huge thing.
well, and it's fucking yeah.
Like that's a
thing.
it's a real thing with the modern day woman
And men too.
between please don't between 20 and 30, you know what I mean, or 20s and 40s, like,
More in the 20s.
well, I mean, there's some, people our age that are like, I always wanted to do this, and no, my dad always said I couldn't do it, but he's dead now, so
Hey,
there's
man, the door knocker, man. So it is what it is.
people don't. I've said that to people, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that's what it was called." Like, come on, man. I thought that was like a common thing.
No, that's when you pull out you like the 90s culture, don't you? Well, that's with 90s culture.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, door knocker. I was like, the thing that you have on your fucking nose, and she was just like, oh, I didn't know that's what it's called.
Is that what it's supposed to
So I was
be?
just like, you know what a Prince Albert is? You gotta. You always have to go to that stupid fucking reference if you. Anybody that's doing like body mods and
I don't know.
piercings.
No, that my cock pierced.
Do you know what a Prince Albert has? He's like, and she was like, no, what is that? And I was like,
I don't know. I gotta go by.
Dude, these 20-year-olds, man, they don't know anything.
All I know is fucking ears.
Oh, Prince Albert's when you get your dick pierced.
Yeah. Because all I know is fucking door knockers, ears, nipples, and fucking, and I don't know, fucking.
They're like, oh, I just want to get this little cute thing right here. And you're like, well, what is that thing called? And they're like, huh? There's a name. There's my ear. My upper ear. You're like, all right, man.
Tight.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Tight.
Yeah. Oh, but okay. Dick tattoo. Would you ever do it?
Nope. Real quick. Nope. Wait, no, dude.
You thought about it though.
Well, because
you thought about
the
it.
closest thing I could think of to experiencing that pain was trimming and accidentally nicking something. So yeah, no, I'm fine.
You seen those videos of the girls getting their buttholes tattooed?
The fucked up part is all of it's a fake except that one. And that one that was made famous, I think it was on your mom's house when they were showing.
Some motherfucking. And she started saying some weird stuff.
Dude, that's so bad.
Like, what do you? No, I mean that's not a not real thing though. People get their buttholes tattooed for sure.
But still, like, okay, here's my issue. I know what comes out of me. I know how often it does. So anything close to that area, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean, it's like, what's the?
Just to say you did it? I just witnessed a dude get his fucking belly button tattooed in. Not all the way, but a lot of it. And I'm like, dude, I don't get it. It looks good, but I wouldn't put myself through that.
Your inner lip.
No. That was never my... No. No.
Nipples?
No.
I think Arthur's tattoo goes through his nipples.
Didn't it... He never got shaded in, right? It was
No,
just that
fuck
line.
no.
Yeah.
No, of course not. You know how much that's gonna hurt?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I won't do that.
Wait, your stomach?
Yeah, no.
It hurt.
Unless it's rock hard. Yeah, no.
It's a different feeling. Yeah, I don't like piercings.
I don't have any.
I don't like, but yeah, and then like I said, putting the fucking holes. I mean, some girls are cute and they pull it off, and I'm just like, I mean, I really wish you didn't have that because.
Have what though?
Well, I mean, even if it's gauges, like, it's super cute, like, to a certain extent, but like those things have to come off, like in the shower and stuff, and I have to see you with those things off. I mean, and
I don't really.
It's not really. I mean, like I said, there's so many cute girls that fucking are able to pull it off, and you know, it's that behind the scenes stuff where it's like, but yeah, man. Like I don't know. I'm like something's. What if something catches and it just fucking rips that shit, you know? And that's why I always like when people got nipple piercing and stuff. I don't have nipples, really. You know, like they're tiny, so I can't even. There would be no piercing going on there. Nipple. But you know, like I'm just like, what if that snags?
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to think of that. So it's out of my mind. Like, nope.
It's one of those things where you're just like,
no.
Just don't put it in. Just don't put it in the universe.
Exactly.
You're like, don't think about it. It won't happen. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No. Because of how?
Yeah. See, that's my thing with piercings. I'm just like, I feel like it's gonna snag on because I do a lot of activities that are physical. So it's like. Imagine having a sex with like a chick that has like rings and shit, like body piercings and stuff like that.
Like shit in the skin.
Yeah. And like you just go and just like, and you're like, you're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that would be such an inconvenience. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit where it's like, where you're like, I get what you're trying to do, but also it's like. Interfering with kind of normal life.
But what's normal life really?
What is normal, man?
What is normal?
Yeah. I'll just hang from these chains and you can fuck me that way. You're like,
okay.
Alright. I'm going to do that. But also...
Scared. And they're like,
I don't want that to be normal.
Man,
I don't want that to be normal.
You just pull it out and then she fucking shoves a dagger right through the middle of it. You're like, yeah, this is the best you'll ever have. You're like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Honestly, record that shit because I want to watch. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of wild shit. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm gonna do this because I'm here already, you know, and I have like a couple hours to kill. But like, I don't ever want to like remember this. But also, are you recording? All right, you know what I mean. Like,
Someone document this because I'm not gonna want to remember it, but I want to know it's there.
it's one of those things where you're just like, spice your own drink. And like, I don't want to remember this little
Fucking
shit.
giddy up, man.
You're like, I'm down, but I don't want to remember. Like, oh.
So yeah, drop in the comments section some of the craziest shit you've ever seen or done or been witness to.
Yeah.
We want to know.
There's a, oh yeah.
We
If you
wanna
have a
discuss.
weird story, that'd be great.
Got a weird kink. Got a weird kink you've seen. Got a weird kink you're scared of but intrigued by.
Or if you have a kink in general. I don't really have any kinks, but I want to make some. So let's talk about them in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm old. I've had a life full of vanilla sex, and I'm ready to get kinky.
It's 2022, man. I don't know if you're ready for that.
Imagine the fucking like old like I was just trying to go as much dad with it as I could with that one.
Out of nowhere, just fucking. All right, I'm coming over with the chainsaw, a piece of bologna, and a fucking day old carrot. Guess which one's going in your ass, and guess which one's going in your ear. I guarantee you right now, it's not going to be all three, but you're going to be surprised.
But all three are going to be used somehow, and you're like, interesting. I'll be at home. You know, it's like they're like, come on through. You know what I mean? Like CUM.
Doors open.
No, yeah. Dad jokes. That's how we end these fucking podcasts. Dad jokes. Well, like I said, all done. Cheers, sir. Thank you guys for listening to us mumble on about nonsense and everything that maybe some of these things that you were thinking about.
Yeah.
You have a couple questions. Let's
Kinks,
talk about
dick
it.
piercings, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Message one or either or both.
Hit the comments, just see what's up.
See what's going on, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Uriah.
Stay cool, Space Cowboy.
Boom. He said it the best.